4, rear left.
Hello and welcome to Atlanta. It is Legacy Atlanta here for this one, and we are in the Gen 4 car for it. Kind of a legacy car in a way. And we are going to jump into qualifying here. I'm not going to call the track Echo Park because it is not Echo Park yet. I don't know what to put in the title. I guess you'll already find out what I chose, but I don't know. Might put Legacy Atlanta, parentheses, Echo Park. I don't know. But I don't think anybody's ever going to call it Echo Park. I think it's always going to be Atlanta. We are going to try to get ourselves a good Q spot here as the number 5 car in what looks like a pretty decent strength of field here Monday night, 3,500. I've kind of been indecisive about where I want to run on the track because I feel like my results have kind of differed, but I think I want to run high line 1 and 2, and then we will run middle-ish, middle-ish, I guess, and 3 and 4. Let's go with that, I guess. Okay, never mind, we're going down to the bottom, just like I told you I would. I'm a dirty liar. See, I tricked you. The car just felt like it was turning really good, so I decided to go to the bottom. So I guess we're running a 30-0.
30.07.
We could definitely get some more time, though, I think. Looking good through 1 and 2. Maybe we try higher line this time. 3 and 4. Let's really gas it up, see what we can do. We're going to get a better run out and pick up a little bit of pace. Alright! 30.052. I don't think that's going to hold for the pole. There's some really fast guys in here, but I think I'm pretty okay with that, pace-wise. Feels like the track gained a little bit of speed from practice. But the problem is, I'm going to kill my tires this race. I can already tell you. That's going to be what happens. I'm going to really try to keep them on this thing, but the setup is actually super duper tight, and I'm never really that good at saving my tires. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to use some of what I learned in the Diet Dr. Pepper series, Gen 4 edition, that last season we did, and see if I can't keep the tires on it, but it's going to be real tough because we could definitely end up getting swamped by guys that are not quite as willing to take it easy, and that could get very dangerous. I could see this race being pretty tricky because I think once the tires start getting old, that quad oval out front is going to be just as dangerous as the corners, if not more so, because guys aren't expecting it. You could get some wrecks through there. This old track here, Legacy Atlanta, very slick, and that's going to come into play for the restarts as well. It's going to be something really to watch out for. In fact, my prediction is that I die on a restart at some point in this race, because that seems to happen a lot with this combo. Hopefully not, but that is my prediction of what's going to happen. And you know what? If you set your bar low, it's not too hard to beat your expectations, right? I don't know if that's a good philosophy to have or not, but we'll do a practice pit in now.
Watch your speed.
Ooh, a little hot. I think we did it, though. Got to be careful to get that slowed down, especially with the tires a little less grippy later on. But I think should be able to handle that. Just barely miss out on the pole. The 3 car got it. Not too surprising, he had the fastest time in the open practice before we got into this session as well. So he backs that up here in the session itself. You can see just after those couple of laps, already 7% off that right front. And that rear tire is going to matter too, just trying to get the throttle down later. So I'm going to try to be easy on it, both at on the entry of the corner and the exit. And hopefully we'll have long enough runs for it to matter if I'm actually able to hold it together well enough for that. But about 14 seconds left here. We got anybody else we're waiting on? Let's see, the 11. not out there. The 18, not out there. So looking like we're going to get ourselves a P2 starting spot. That's going to be
That's the
tough.
end of the session. P2.
I don't think we have restart zones enabled for this series, so we're going to have to be looking to the left and going to have to be very, very careful with that throttle as well. Because like I said, it's super, super slick when trying to get a launch here at Old Atlanta. But pretty happy with that lap. We weren't quite able to beat the 3, but about 0.2 faster than some really fast guys like the 2 right there. The 1 did not qualify. I'm sure he'll be moving his way forward, though. So I think a top 10 would be a decent goal to set here in a pretty strong field. We're really laying on it over there. There's your strength of field, 35.77. Always pretty strong fields on Monday when everybody's excited for the new week. Session, yeah, podium. My crew has the opposite philosophy. They're like, shoot for the stars, and if you crash and burn, well, you're dead, so it doesn't matter. I guess that's their philosophy. I don't know. Ask them. Don't ask me. But we only got 2 sets of tires. Wow, we're really gonna want to take care of these things. We might even end up in a situation if we get a bunch of yellows where it would be very worth it to save a set. Because 2 sets of tires for 80 laps at this cheese grater of a track, that could really matter. So that's very interesting. We're just going to have to adapt to this race. I do expect there could be a lot of yellows too. So there could be some really interesting strategy that comes into play here. Looking forward to taking part. But let's see, anything else I needed to change? I don't think so. Weather. Can you see the track temp here? I don't think you can. I wish you could see the track temp from the black box. You can see it before you get into the car, but I don't think you can see it when you're actually in the car. That would be an interesting thing for them to be able to add, is track temp, because that can matter quite a bit. Like, you got a cooler track, you know you're going to get much more grip.
Rolling start. Get ready. Stay in the pole row in the outside column.
Definitely going to practice a couple of launches. 18 starting on pit road. In fact, we got a couple of guys starting on pit road. They are not optimistic about this field's ability to launch, I would guess. They've been caught in one too many 30-car pile-ups on a start. Feels okay right there, but I think it's specifically the quad oval too, where it gets really slick, I've noticed. What about when the car's straight? How's that gonna feel? Okay. A little bit weirded out. That felt a little bit too easy to put the power down. That's not what I'm used to. Hopefully I don't under-launch and then get somebody slamming into the back of me. Don't want that either. Well, the first challenge of the race is going to be right from the start here, but 80 laps upcoming here at Legacy Atlanta. Gen 4.
Okay, Colton, get ready.
Time to do your job.
Let's
Green,
go.
green, green. Pit road's now open. The next car's the leader.
20 is all over me.
Car inside. Clear.
Started on the inside, but it was like right all over my bumper for some reason.
Single file.
And we've already got ourselves a wreck.
Race cars out. Line up single file behind car number 3. We're under caution. Pit's closed. Catch up to car number 3.
Well,
Catch start 3.
those guys starting on pit road, starting to look pretty smart right now.
The pace car is in. Turn 2.
They love the caution. Alright, Nick, you're one of my best friends now. Awesome.
This lobby was silent. As soon as there's a yellow, everyone's
caution. We
in
can't
uproar.
have races without caution.
Pit road's open.
A lot of
open.
caution.
The pace car's in. Turn 3.
The Liberals, they tried to take the cautions. We can't let them take them.
I can't tell who's actually involved in that wreck or who were guys that started on pit road. I don't know what happened. We got a little bit too far for it to actually have been the restart, I would think. It must have been something in turns 1 and 2, but we weren't even up to speed yet. The 20 was making me a little nervous. He was all up by my door before we even got really going for real. I didn't feel nearly as much tire spin as I expected. It definitely started happening a little bit once the revs got higher, but it wasn't as bad. It definitely could if these tires get a little bit of wear on them, but right now, not too bad. But now we're going to be single file, which I much prefer. I think that's going to be much easier for us, without having to look to the left and all that stuff. The 3 waited till green to go on the initial start. We didn't have to. We have to do that when we have the restart zones on the initial start, but not whenever we do not. So you didn't have to do that, but chose to. Someone just disconnected. What position were they in? Or were they even, or were they involved in that wreck? They were involved in that wreck or something, I think, because they were already a lap down. Why is there a car stopped on the front stretch? What am I looking at here? Are we going to get a delay of green because they're sitting there?
The fuel window
One to go.
opens on
Next
lap
time by.
36.
Line up on the
We'll end on
outside.
lap 45. Okay, Colton, get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
Interesting. Oh, there they go. I guess they had to let...
Car by.
No, they didn't have to... What are they doing? I guess they are supposed to be back here, but they're going to be on the inside as a lap car. Guess they must have been involved in that wreck, whatever did happen. Interesting to see how much they choose to fight. Do we have anybody else coming up here that's a lap down? I know there seemed to be a couple of guys on pit road, but I don't see anybody, so he doesn't really have much reason to fight that hard, I don't think. If he's pretty much guaranteed that lucky dog. Will that stop him from racing hard? Well, I don't know. But he is a pretty highly rated guy, so maybe he'll probably be smart about it, do exactly what he feels he needs to do. He does not need to get in front of the leader, though. What's happening?
Post car is off. Time to do your job.
Green
Green
flag.
flag. Green flag.
Okay. It's odd.
Car inside. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Hold your line. Clear outside. 2 wide. Clear.
Didn't really want to do that, but he was going so easy on the bottom. Figure, okay, I guess I'll take it.
Okay, Colton, the next car is 1 lap behind.
Okay, you are the leader.
That's the fastest lap of the race. The guy behind has just done a
Car outside.
Now we're taking it. Oh my god, this car is so tight.
Hold your line. Clear
It's
outside.
unbearable. Tried to go so easy and it didn't even matter. It was plowing. Try to get it at the bottom, get some rotation down here. I know this 20's been aggressive, so we're gonna have to watch out for him.
That's a new fastest lap for Stearns. 30.
Outside.
5-3.
It's gonna pass on our outside.
7-5.
Okay.
Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Outside is clear.
Let him have it. The 3 definitely choosing to go easy early on, it looks like. It's probably why he was so easy through 1 and 2, but
Next car's the leader.
felt like we were not up to speed yet, so I didn't know. I didn't think we had to go that easy, but that's probably where I'm wrong. Now it's time to settle in. I think the 20's probably going a little bit too hard. Might be able to pass him later. I could definitely see him spinning as the rear tire wears out on him. 6 out there, probably not worried about long run pace, probably just wants to try to get his lap back the natural way, I guess, rather than have to do a lucky dog and start at the rear of the field. I did move my brakes back quite a bit. Figured I'd use them a little bit here, especially later in a run. I think I moved them back to 60%. Sounds about right. Car really does just plow mid-corner though. It's going to be hard not to kill that right front. But we are getting some laps in here, which is great. I wasn't sure if we were going to after how this thing started, but getting some laps in. Oh, there's somebody in the grass down there. Is he just going to stop on track to get a yellow? Okay, it sure looks like it. I think he might have exited the car, though, so we might be good. So far so good. I'm a little concerned at the gap that we're building behind us, but I really don't feel like I'm going that hard. I mean, you can see what going hard gets you. It's where the 20 is. I think we should be able to pass him, though, before too long, because see, I'm not getting that far away, and he's already getting loose on the exit, as you just saw there. I do think he's going to end up struggling. It's a legitimate strategy, though, to just go ahead and take that lead, and if we get yellows, then he's just going to be able to keep it, probably. We do have guys catching up behind us, though. The 2 looking like he's eating into the gap behind us. The immediate yellow is not going to change our pit strategy much. I think I'm probably going to come in either lap 41 if my tires are feeling real bad, maybe 46 if I'm feeling like I'm doing okay. I think that's probably what I'll aim for. The 2 kind of taking a middle line, which is very interesting. Generally, what iRacing has taught me and how it works is the lower in the corners you are, the better you're going to save your tires. It's not always the case, but it's what it usually feels like. And that 2 is running up the track, so maybe he knows something I don't, but if he wants to get that momentum and then take the spot from me, I'm going to just go ahead and let him. Looks like he's here.
That lap time was 31.35. Okay, Colton, lap times are pretty consistent.
He'll have that lane out there, so we're just going to give him the lane.
Outside. Still there, hold your line. Clear.
Not make it too hard, not put ourselves in any dangerous situation. It's clearly trying to go a little bit faster right now, so we're going to let that happen.
P3.
Interesting though, he's switched back down to the bottom. Maybe he just wanted this spot and then now he's going to settle in. Fair enough.
The car in front of us is McAdams. car number 2, and their rating is 5.6.
Car is still feeling very tight, but it has felt that way from the very beginning. So it's not like a handling thing, I don't think. It's just kind of that's the way the car handles. When we did the Diet Dr. Pepper Series race, it was one of the first races, and I just destroyed the right rear, and I could not drive down the straightaway. I'm sure that the default setups here, they try to prevent things from ending up like that, because guys can't handle it, so they probably made it extra tight. But even with that, I do feel the throttle pedal getting the rear end wiggly on the exits if you're not careful. Definitely a thing. I believe we're reeling in that 20 now. 2's gonna get there first. But it's looking like he's a little bit off the pace. He's about a second up right now. Got the 11 right behind us.
P3.
He's reeling us in a little bit, but I'm still not really pushing very hard. I'm not really sure how well I'm doing on saving my tires. I don't know if I'm doing well or I'm doing poorly. It's hard to say. That traffic, though, making things interesting.
Good consistency. Keep them coming.
Car inside.
Then we're going to our inside here.
Keep high. Keep high.
Gonna let him have it.
Clear.
I don't want to pick up my pace trying to hold on to a spot or trying to make passes or anything crazy like that.
Inside. Clear inside.
Your lap time was 32.08.
Just gonna try to run to a pace and hopefully it'll bring us somewhere good. We are about halfway through this run already, though. The 3's picking up his pace.
Okay, Colton, the next car is LM, car number.
That's for the lead going on.
And their rating is 3.6. McAdams, car number 2, is now in the lead.
When he seems like he'll probably fight as hard as he can, but it looks like he's already lost the battle. He might be falling off hard enough that he doesn't really have much he can do about it. I think the 11 maybe just got the wall a little bit.
Inside.
3 going to our inside.
Clear inside. Car inside. Clear.
Really wasn't trying to fight him off there. Kind of just ran the higher line and it was faster. Oh boy, this setup is so tight. Just feels like it's plowing. Speaking of, the 11 just plowed into the wall. I'm glad that we've had a long enough green run to actually make the tires matter, though. Maybe we start picking up the pace a little bit. I see some of the guys that were saving their tires early on are starting to move. Oh god, this setup is so unbearably tight. It's like terrible, man. But everybody's working with the same set of tools. So don't complain too much about it, just make what you gotta make of it.
You've just done
I'm gonna go ahead and move to the higher line. in 1 and 2, though.
Alright, Colton, that's good consistency.
Get that extra pace.
P4.
2 looking like he may have approached it just right, because he's out there in the lead now. We know he's got better tires than the 20. Probably better than me.
That lap was a 31.68.
.11 looking like he's struggling all of a sudden. We saw him hit the wall earlier. Hard enough that it might have actually hurt his car, but he's got to make a pass right now. Oh no! That was really close. We're nearly getting to each other.
That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel. That lap was a 31.65. The driver in front of us is
Outside.
car number
Fueling up
20.
now.
This thing is not wanting to cooperate.
Stay low.
Better be very tight in that middle lane.
Stay low.
Not happening. I think if I want to make a pass, it's going to have to be on the high side.
You've just done a 32.12.
Inside. Clear inside. Car inside. Stay high. Keep high. Clear.
Just like that. Alright. I was surprised he actually gave that to me, that high line.
The car ahead is 11. Car number 11.
11 hard into the wall.
3.6.
He's got to be damaging his stuff like that, doing stuff like that.
32.10.
Kind of just like this cut down line in 3 and 4. Usually the high line doesn't work quite as well in 3 and 4, so that's kind of what the car wants to do. I'm just going to let it do that. I want to know how the 2's doing what he's doing, because that's very impressive to be able to get out to that lead like that. Really loving this long green run, though. This is great. I didn't have enough faith in the field that it was going to be able to do that, but here we are, worrying about our tires. The 11's looking like he's got a handful, but he's holding on to it for now. He's gonna slide it out of the corner casually. That's okay.
Position 20.
Calculated.
Lap times are pretty consistent.
Get a run on the 11 here. He took the low line. He's losing control down the straightaway.
P3.
Car outside.
Okay, I did not expect him to put his nose there.
You've just done
Go
a
low.
32.14.
The yellow flag is out.
Oh, wow, yellow.
File. Closed. Pit road
Just as the one was
closed.
about to pass us. And that's going to be able to bring us to the end of the race as well.
We're just getting good.
I can't believe it came out right there.
Catch up. 11. Car.
Interesting first run. We just about got to the end on
This
that
car is
set of
out.
tires.
Single file behind car
Gonna be
number
P3.
11. We're under caution. Pits are closed.
We're going to be behind this pace car, so everyone's got to slow down.
The pace car speed
Pace car's
is
in too.
66 miles per hour.
Definitely taking our tires, taking our fuel.
Last week, North Wilkesboro, I couldn't even find a race that had more than a few people. So I didn't even
Pit
run.
road's open.
This
Pits
week,
are open.
I go in here the first night, there's 54 registered.
Cowards didn't want to take on North Wilkesboro.
Because of the track.
Come on, Wilkesboro's that bad?
Nah, it's just the drivers are that bad and can't run that track.
Yeah, the race I did at
Speed
North
limit
Wilkesboro was
is-
great,
lane
but
speed limit
yeah,
is
not very much
50
participation.
miles per hour. We'll fill you to the end of the race. The leader, McAdams, is
Out,
pitting.
let's go.
LM in front is
Pit
pitting.
box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Get it stopped. 63.75, so definitely on that right front.
Right front, 63%.
Interesting.
Left front, 89%.
Okay, go. Be mindful, you only have one set of tires remaining.
The one
Line
will
up
beat us
single
out.
file.
We were a little gentle getting into the stall, so that makes sense. Probably maximized his time. Let's see here. Doesn't look like we had anyone saving a set. That makes sense. That's probably the longest run we're going to get today.
Full course yellow.
Go
Pits
from
are open.
P4,
Race
I
cars in,
think.
turn
50, 86.
50.86. 63.75. I wasn't much better, but I was a little bit better.
4. Follow car number 1.
One to go. Next time by. You're on the
Get ready.
outside
Race
this
will
time.
resume at the end of this lap.
70.76. That's so impressive, but he did, he was a couple spots behind us, and we were nearly at the end of that run, so is it worth it to save that much? My thoughts are, we're not going to have another long run like that. I feel like that was, we got lucky there. So I'm going to try to get some track position. I'm not going to drive the wheels off of it, but I am going to try to make some passes. We saw the 11 was going decently hard, and he was holding on to it for dear life, but he ended that run in front of us. So we're going to try to get some spots and then maybe cool it down, but if everybody in front of us goes real hard, then obviously not going to be able to do that.
Get ready. Going green.
First things first, though, we got to get launched and do it without issue.
Okay,
pace car
Colton.
is
The
off.
pace
Be
car
ready.
is just left.
Pace car is off.
Let's see.
Green
Green
flag,
flag.
we're
Green
racing.
flag.
Leader had issues, it looks like,
4.
getting
Car
it
in front
going.
of us is Rich, car number 1. Their rating
Car
is
outside.
5.7.
The next car's the leader. Still there. Go low.
Gonna get the run on the high line.
Go low.
Holding us tight.
Still there. Back in third. Keep
P3.
hustling. Keep low. Clear outside.
Gonna gas it up and get clear. Oh, the 2. Just sticking his nose there on the 11.
The next car's the leader.
Oh, we are P3 then.
Okay, Colton. That's half distance. You're looking good for fuel.
Have been able to do a little bit of a run here already.
Next car is LM, car number 11, B license, and their rating is 3.6.
We're halfway in the race.
Get that halfway point.
The guy behind is
Run
just
middle.
30.80.
Inside. Stay high with the car on the low side. Clear.
He's going to clear himself, even though the spotter was not saying clear for us. Maybe it did for him, though. So he's trying to hold on to that spot still.
That was 30.89.
One not going for the move there. Oh no, they make contact. They're sideways. He's having to hold on to it. I think the 4 maybe got into him there.
You've just done
That's what next
31.09.
Yeah, but it wouldn't happen. I was on the 8th when I washed up and I got off it, so I'm just glad you said that.
That gives us a little bit of space for at least a moment. 2 out there with a lead. He was able to hold on earlier despite having a little bit of a lead, so it'll be interesting to see if he's able to do that again. I don't know if we're making up any more spots from here trying to get track position. I think we might have to just try to be easy with it at this point. Trying to run that white line down there. Get as much rotation as possible. We're right behind us. Looking like he's trying to go a little bit harder at the moment. We should be able to get by no problem. Trying to leave him the lane if he's trying to stick his nose on the outside there.
Car outside.
Sir?
Keep low. Stay low. Outside, clear.
Alright, I'm okay with that. Not quite ready to go as hard. The 11's in the apron. I'm in the apron watching him get in the apron. Monkey see, monkey do. I think I got it quite as bad as he did, though.
P4, that last lap was at 31.47.
One looking like he wants some track position all of a sudden. You give him the lane right there. He's going to have a huge run.
Keep low. Outside is clear.
I don't want to fall back too much further.
P5, that lap time was 31.47.
Run high right there, but I'm not going to try to make a pass. Still top 5. I'm hopefully going to be okay with these tires. I'm just a little nervous because even though I tried last run, I didn't do the greatest job at it. I did decently enough, but I still had, what, 61 on that right front? It was not great.
And their rating is 5.7.
Those low number guys look like they're trying to move forward, so maybe that's the plan. Maybe we do go a little bit harder right now. I didn't think we were going to get another long run, but right now it's looking like we might. Close racing between the 1 and the 4 some more. 1 going high line. Ooh, gets the wall pretty good. That might have been prediction code though, because it actually doesn't look like it affected him much.
P5. The car in front of us is now Butler, car number 4.
Got the 10 and the 3 behind us. The 10 looking like he's moving forward. I like that extra speed we're getting in 1 and 2, and I don't know, it feels like we're bound up so badly on the bottom in 1 and 2 that we're still getting on the right front anyway, so I'm wondering, is it worth it to even run low if you're going to be on that right front anyway?
That's good consistency, keep it up.
I had to get to his outside.
Car outside. Go low. Still there, hold your line. Keep low.
Not quite able to make that work.
P6.
Stay low, there is a car on the high side. Clear high.
10 very aggressive with his moves. Man, I don't know. Now the 3 looking to our outside.
That lap was a 31.92.
Inside. Still there at the bottom. Clear inside.
Very close on exit there.
Car inside. Clear.
A little worried because it feels like we've fallen back, and I don't think I've taken care of my tires while falling back. If you're going to be losing track position, you want to at least be saving your stuff better than other guys, right? But I don't think that's what we're doing. I think we're killing them and falling backward, which doesn't sound like a winning combination. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm wrong. I know my hands are hurting. It takes a lot of focus to hold this thing together.
31.76.
Inside. Clear inside.
They're really trying to make something happen on us. Trying to be very careful with the throttle on the exit of 4 because it can really jump sideways on you.
Time was at 32.00.
Car inside. Clear
Nearly
inside.
getting hit. Getting us loose right behind us like that.
inside. Still there, hold your line. Clear.
He's
I'm gonna have to let him go there.
Full course
There's-
caution.
Yellow
Ugh.
flag. Line up,
course.
single file. Pit road is closed right now.
Great job, 23.
Oh, my hand hurts.
Catch up, 3, car.
Dude, he came right across the track, right into that guy's path.
Yeah, he did, and all the brake and all.
I was like, something not too great happened there.
I had to get the grass to miss it.
Ooh, the 4, losing connection.
Pace car is out. Line up single file.
Uh-oh.
Car number
Looking like
3.
me.
We're under caution.
Half the
It's
time when I'm
closed.
losing connection. But we will be taking our last set of tires. This is going to be interesting.
Pace car is in. Turn 2. Pace car speed is 66 miles per hour.
I think we definitely have to go hard now, though. Because I don't trust that this will continue green. I know I said that before, and then we got another decent run there, but with only 18 laps left at this time, and less whenever we actually get restarted,
Pit road is now open.
Full course yellow. It's
guys are going to be going even harder. I also want to fill this thing up with fuel as much as possible, get the full tank, get as much rotation as we can, because we are getting on that right front pretty bad. I feel like I probably should have done that the last time too, but I figured it was going to be mostly full anyway.
The leader, McAdams, is pitting. Look out for the pit speed limit. It's
Run
fine,
into...
loads.
Jesus.
Pit
Can't
box
run through the guy in front of me, man.
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Ooh, almost slid through it, but 72.82.
Front right, 72.
Sounds about right.
Front left, 92%.
I don't think it actually saved my fuel thing, which is annoying.
All clear. Punch it. You are out of time. They want you in
Oh my
single
goodness.
file. Pass up
Get me a
3,
safety.
car.
Everybody was on top of each other there, trying to beat each other on the exit.
The pace car is in. Turn 3.
Did we beat the 10? We did not.
Pits are open. The pace car's in. Turn 4.
So did we lose? No, I think we gained a spot here.
10.
You're on the outside.
Did we? I have no idea,
Alright,
actually.
Colton, get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
But it is going to be 16 laps to go here at the end. It's going to be a sketchy restart. Guys really trying to go. I mean, these guys are giving zero room, even under pacing, so... Not feeling too optimistic about surviving, but... Just control my car, that's all I can do. The 6, who was a lap car earlier in the race, just 2 spots behind us. He's made quite the recovery.
About to go green. Stay focused.
But the number 2 will lead us off. He's been one of the best out here for sure. We'll see if he can finish it off.
Pace car is in. The pace car is off. Be ready.
Green flag.
Green flag. Green flag.
B6. Okay, Colton. The next car is Jones, car number 10, B license, and their rating is 3.9.
That high line on the restart here.
Inside. Stay high. Clear inside.
Gonna pretty much just be going hard here.
You're matching race pace. That was a 31.77.
Car is tight. I don't know if that's dirty air in front of us or what, but definitely did not want to turn right there. Maybe the lighter car contributing. Even though I tried to put the fuel in it, I forgot to recheck it after we got into pit lane because it unchecks it if you don't need it at that point.
Fastest lap for Rouge, 30.43.
Oh
Fastest
shoot.
lap today.
Oh, that was close.
Lap time is at
Oh, I almost
30.45.
put myself in the wall on entry. I
Inside.
did put myself in the wall on entry, but
Still there at the bottom. Stay high to the car on the low side. Still inside. Clear.
guys in the wall were able to hold off the 3 for now. That was the 4 hard in the wall, I think.
Car ahead is Butler, car number 4.
He's gonna get a good run out of 4 there.
That was at 30.61.
He's getting right up on my rear end, get me loose on entry. Oh man, they're getting squirrely up there. Ugh, getting loose.
Car inside. Still there, hold your line. Clear. Inside. Still inside.
He's holding me so tight, man. I feel like I gotta be perfect, or else we're gonna make contact.
6th place.
Car inside. Clear inside.
Oh, Jesus. Very, very tough racing.
Got 10
Lap
laps to
time
go.
was 30.86.
Oh, the Tim's in the wall. I don't want to be on his inside, man.
Outside.
This is not going to work.
Keep low. Still there. Keep low.
Yeah, this isn't going to work. It's just going to get the 3 bias. That sucks. I feel like I didn't have a choice, though.
Clear up top.
P7. That lap was at 31.19.
Maybe we can get to the 3s outside if he tries to pass on the inside of the 10. What is the 3 doing? He's getting completely sideways. Just lost a bunch of time waiting for him. Man, as badly as he wanted to pass me, he's not going anywhere now that he has. He's getting loose out of 4 again.
Outside. Keep low.
That lap was at 31.32.
Keep low. Stay low. There was a car on the high side.
This sucks. We're just both making each other slower. This whole run we have been. Six laps to go. Nearly in the wall. I overdrove it.
Inside. Keep high. Clear. Car inside. Still there. Clear.
Okay. Clear
5
them.
laps to go. You're going well. Keep at it. Car inside. Clear inside. Car inside. Stay
He
high.
saved his stuff a little bit better this final run.
Okay,
Still there,
Colton,
hold
next
your
car
line.
is Janker, car number 3,
Stay high.
7th position.
Still there. Hold your line.
I'm sure we'll lose this place.
4 laps to go. We're just fighting for this position at this point.
9.
Stay high. Still there. Hold your line.
Well, the 7's here.
Still there. Clear inside.
This is gonna work. I got those inside, but who cares? It's not gonna do anything for us. Gonna lose us another spot is what it's gonna do. Or not. We almost got clear of
Still
them.
there. Hold your line.
Car in front is
That was surprising. I did not expect the bottom to work.
Outside. Outside is clear. Outside. Still there. Hold your line.
Not working so much there though.
2 laps to go. 2 to go.
We will be clear.
2 laps remaining. That lap time was 31.65.
Ow, my hands. Is it over yet? It was a really tough racing. The car does not want to turn. I feel like we're really stinking, but we're P8 in a very strong field, which is not bad. I did say I wanted a top 10.
White flag, 1 more lap.
I get a run through 1 and 2. Not nearly enough to get anywhere close to the guy in front. New cut down. Anything happening at the start-finish line? Yeah, I got one guy in the wall, but he's getting across the line, so
P8.
we'll
That's
get
the end
slowed
of the race.
down, I reckon.
Never mind.
All right. There's the checkered flag.
Good race, good win.
Great job. You did really well.
Ow, my hands. That stunk. It felt like we lost a bunch of spots at the end there. I honestly feel like the fuel situation did hurt us, because the car was tighter than ever, and that's really annoying. I wish it wouldn't uncheck it when I deliberately check the box before we get into the pit lane, but is what it is. I'm going to amputate my left hand now, because that's the one that hurts the most, if you don't mind. 76, 87, yeah. Just a little bit of rotation would have been nice. Extra weight in the car. We obviously still would have been on that right front, but we needed as much turn as we could get with the setup already as tight as it was, and we ended up falling back a bit. But not terrible. Definitely solid finish. P8 as the 5 car. Just stinks because I know we probably could have been in the top 5. We were running there for most of the race, I think. But we will go back and look at the incidents now. We had a couple of them, but it really wasn't that bad of a race. I was worried we were going to have a wreck fest. And we only ended up having, what, 3 cautions, I think? Something like that. Not too bad at all. Let's see, starting lap 1, we did have that immediate yellow. And it was the 15 immediately getting loose on the opening lap. And a couple people getting caught up with that one. See, that's pretty tough. It looks like probably just hit that seam right there between the middle and the high line. Probably figured it was just going to stick fine because we weren't up to speed yet, but it just broke sideways on him and no room to catch it when everybody's still all together in the 19. And some more guys, very unlucky. right there in the opening laps. So that was what caused that immediate yellow. The 4's got no spoiler, so I'm not gonna clown on him for spinning during yellow. Like, that car looks very, very broken. I have no doubt that thing was almost impossible to drive. The 13 getting turned around. I think that's probably a result of, I know the 1 was keeping it very, very close to guys. I knew, that's why I was saying, like, I feel like I have to be perfect. And looks like he just comes off the wall barely, and the 1 was right there. So that's kind of what I was saying, like, the 1 just not giving any room at all. And with how tough this car is to get under control, it doesn't surprise me that that happened. I mean, maybe the 1 thought he was okay to slot in there and just couldn't. But he was racing me pretty close. I don't think it's necessarily his fault. I think he's just expecting a lot out of his competitors to keep it that stable. Like, even if he would be able to do that as the number 1, I don't know if everybody in the field is able to do that. I don't think I would be able to most of the time. I had to be very focused when I was racing side by side with him to keep it just like perfectly like that car width that he was giving us. But with this car as wiggly as it is, hard to control, it doesn't surprise me the 13 comes down just a tiny bit and there's no room for error. That's how he gets turned around right there on lap 6. I don't think that brought out a yellow. Case in point, the 18 showing exactly what I'm talking about. Like, he's all on his own. The tires aren't even that old yet. I mean, look, it's hard. He's swaying down the straightaway. Like, that's what I'm talking about. And so, like, when the number 1 gives just a car width, like, some of the guys in the field, they can do that. I was able to do it, you know, with some focus, but I think it's pretty tough ask just of a group of random guys to be able to hold it so steady. And there's more evidence of that. Guys just having a lot of trouble on the straightaway unprovoked. Now it's the 13's turn. He's got some damage though. And then the 18, this is probably just a tire reading. He must really be killing that right front or something. Man, is the 13 going to get the wall? Nope, just more tire readings. We are lap 31. Not too much longer before we get that near halfway yellow. 21. More evidence of how difficult it is to drive even on the straightaway. I'm not lying. It's difficult. Oh, and then here, that's what happened to the 20. Really stinks for him. He was still P7. Looking like he was getting loose at a 4. And not even really that much. The 4 kind of just comes up on him. Ah, that's tough. Because you can see that the 20 does move left just at the last second, but is that after he's getting hit? He has a little bit. I think what happened here, I think what happened is the 20 started getting loose on throttle, pulling to the left, and then because he was doing that, because he was going to spin otherwise, he had to lift, but the 4 was centimeters away, and so there was no room to accommodate that lift. So it's hard to really pin that on anybody. I mean, everybody's going to get loose through the quad oval at some point in the race. So you can't really blame the 20. I think maybe the 4 could give a little bit more room there. But, I mean, that's just, I don't know. I don't think I would even want to blame anybody for this one. It looks bad on the 4 because he's the one that pretty much runs into the back of him, but the 20 definitely didn't lift right there. And it's hard to anticipate that on a straightaway. But at the same time, I mean, he's driving it too. I'm sure he knows it gets difficult on these exits. So I don't know. I would just call that racing. And unfortunately, the 20 lifted at a time where he had no room behind him to lift. Thankfully, nobody else gets into him. He actually got out of that pretty clean. Well, the 18 ended up with some damage there. Ooh, the 20 was trying to get going, and he had a little bit of an issue, and then the 18 had to dodge him. I'm sure the 18 did not appreciate that, but he also could have slowed down a little bit more under yellow conditions. 15 into that wall. Oh, here's that incident that happened right behind us. That was a good save. So, the Ford drifts up a little bit, but I don't think that should have been that bad of contact. That feels like they were pretty square. I don't know if that necessarily should have hit the one as hard as it did. You can see here, it kind of shoots him out, and I feel like he didn't hit him that hard. I think Netcode probably made that worse than it needed to be. But the one, very nice save. It's made even more difficult when you're on that front stretch like that, and you know there's no grip there. Ooh, there's the 23, and that is a yellow. Definitely needs to hold his brakes better than that. A guy was yelling at him for it, and I think that's kind of deserved, because, you know, hold your brakes right here, and you don't get hit like that. But look, all these guys now. Okay, I don't know if that many guys needed to be involved with it, but if you hold your brakes right here, stay on the outside, yellow's out. These guys should have been able to go low, but he drives down the track, and then now there's a big mess. Not sure what happened here. Did the yellow not come out for a while or something? These guys are still barreling in there like it's green conditions. Yeah, how is the yellow not out at this point? That's crazy, actually. Like, this would be flashing yellow if the caution was out, right? Oh, that's a way too late yellow. What is up with that, iRacing? I mean, this guy's sideways for 10 seconds. Like, how is the yellow not out right now? That's crazy. I was wondering why these guys were barreling in so fast. It's because the yellow still wasn't out. And then it's just now out, and these guys are already there. See, the 15's trying to lift off because there's a big wreck in front of them, but for some reason the yellow's not out yet. And so the 20's still going. Now, I think the 20 can, and some of these other guys probably can see that there's a huge wreck developing in front of them. But that is pretty annoying that iRacing waited so long. What are they, the real-life NASCAR officials? Waiting a year and a half for the yellow? I mean, heck, maybe the 20 couldn't even see it. Because you look at his cockpit cam here, he's got a lot of people in front of him. Ah, he can see it. So, not a functional excuse for him there. But even though they could have slowed down a little bit more, like, I think iRacing could have done better there with the yellow. There's no reason the yellow shouldn't have been out right there. He's sideways on the track. Right here it should have been coming out. We got cars coming up behind him. Should have been yellow already. And these guys have plenty of time to slow down and react to it. But instead, no yellow all the way till right here, which is just absurd. So that was so much worse than it needed to be. And when things happen so quick, like getting that yellow out as soon as possible is important. And look how many guys were caught in that didn't need to be. That's a shame. But that was that yellow. Here we are. Oh, this is what happened to the 10. Coming to the line. That looked kind of funny. The 11 looking like he's doing a slider, almost looking like he's going to get into the 4. The 10, that looked really weird. He like twitched to the right. That was strange, but hits across the line. And thankfully, everybody able to avoid him as he's kind of wrecking. to finish it off there. But P8 for us, not too bad. Feel like I could have done a little bit better, but that last run had a little bit of issues. Maybe the fuel would have helped, or maybe I just didn't quite have the short run pace that I needed. Either way, P8's not too bad. We'll see what iRacing thinks of it here in the race results. Hey, they said that's just enough to get you back to 5,000. So plus 7, we'll have an even 5,000 that we're ready to lose the next race we do. That's some great confidence, I know. But P8 gets us 149 championship points. Gotta remember, it was a pretty strong field. So can't feel too bad about that. And it definitely was a better run than I had in the Diet Dr. Pepper series when I killed my right rear. So that's improvement, I would say. Got a 0x, clean race. And there were 24 guys out there, so top 8 not so bad. So thank you for joining me on this run through Legacy Atlanta in the Gen 4. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.